Hello, my collective, love and light, Wendy Joy. I just wanted to let everyone know that the energy that I feel in the systems, in my field, in the environment around me, is pretty much cause and effect of everything you've been putting life and momentum into for at least the last 2 weeks. We're entering a new moon cycle on the 29th, and it will resonate in a positive way, or it'll show you the karmic lessons that you still need to learn, that you've been walking through without realizing or attempting to reflect, to dive down deep, to fix the inner parts of you that you've been maybe looking past or walking away from, or thought that you could leave tucked in a drawer somewhere inside of your system. But all of these things are raising to the surface, and what you may see is that you either agree with or you disagree with the energy that's being sent to you. Because keep in mind that whatever we have been putting light and motion and movement toward is cycling through and coming to us in the manner in which we resonated in the energy we gave. So if you had dismay, ill intent, if you are harboring any type of negativity, whether that be self-doubt or bad talk, whether it's about you or someone in your environment, or maybe even a situation that you don't want to dread again occurring in your life pattern, then you need to realize, why do you dread it? What have you not learned from it? And how can you incorporate a better version of you through learning the value from whatever lesson that you were being presented, that you either deflected from or ran away from, or hidden, buried down deep inside, thinking that out of sight, out of mind. But everything is rising to the surface and everything is being seen. It's all being illuminated, whether it's within you or someone else, within your environment, or an environment that's stretched from yours, that when you realize that we're all one, that it interconnects us together, allowing us to grow and evolve from the choices and the decisions that we've made. And if we're not on our correct path, if we're not receiving the darma from all of the good deeds and all the positive thoughts and the clear intent and the forward motion that you're putting into your dreams, your desires, and your future, it may not turn out the way that you envision it to be. But when you deep down reflect and pull up all of those karmic lessons that you've looked past and apply them with clarity and true understanding, and resonate with the energy and pick out what part of you is upset with the movement in which the energy is being returned to you. That's where growth and healing and evolution come from. When you're able to distinguish, identify, and forgive yourself and release the burden of the bulk of the lesson, but retain the value that you've gained and apply it into your forward movement, then the new moon that's coming to us on the 29th may look more favorable to you if you're positive, if you're pure, and your intent is loving and filled with creativity. Because what I do know is that without love in your life, without light informing you of the knowledge that, is ready at your fingertips, that you just need to process and understand the value of, then the dharma that you receive won't be rolled into so much karma, because you would have started your learning lesson of receiving and perfecting and enhancing the best qualities of you by understanding and realizing that there's negativity in every action. And it's whether or not you choose to give life to the negative or you choose to give life to the positive. Whether you choose to allow the yin and the yang, or the 360 cycling, or what you give you get back, and whether you choose to hold that in positivity and forward motion, or if you're looking to stifle, to harm, or to suppress either your inner you or maybe someone in your environment, or you doubt or put dismay into the motions that maybe another person may be doing that you're looking at and trying to find the value for them, but really you can only find your own value, and you can only rely on your forward movement because that is what you can control. So when you realize that you can control your destiny by honoring and presenting your present moment with clarity and the receiving of love and light for your betterment, for your catalyst, then you would be embarking on the journey of receiving dharma. But if you're still holding other energy above yours, or not doing self-boundaries, or even enabling your own self-love, then the energy that may be coming back to you most definitely will reflect the effort that you've put into, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. So if you don't want to sit in stagnicity, if you don't want to go backwards, if you don't want to be hit with the karma that maybe you've been cultivating or protecting or even pushing out, whether you realize it or not, that's what you'll receive. So be real careful about the energy that you possess and how you direct it and what your true intentions are behind it. And then allow the love within yourself to invigorate or enhance, maybe even cultivate the creativity that lives within you, of giving you the ability to co-create the perfect existence that will catalyst you and not drop you further into a suppressive or dominative type of energy. Earth is developing and evolving, and so are the timelines that we all share. So being that we're all on different timelines, because we all value different aspects of the ego that we carry, or the character that we show, or the movements that we make. It may sound a little bit crazy and mixed up, but you get what you give and you give what you get. So keep that in mind. And if you don't want to see the pendulum swing in the opposite direction of what you may want your movement to be, then keep your intentions high, pure, clear, and loving filled. Allow the light, the knowledge, the information, the universal consciousness, the library of knowledge and forward motion, not to put you backward, but to evolve into chapters that you've not yet read, that you've not yet experienced. Because when we take a step in blind faith, when we hold our true desires and allow our heart to be open and our mind ready to receive the knowledge and the wisdom being sent to us, when we're able to identify what works and what doesn't work, and when we're able to resonate with the energies that are leading us to our purpose, then everything will seem to work out perfectly, providing that you're doing it in a positive, interconnected, united manner, where you don't think about one, but you think about the whole, where you don't just look to uplift yourself, but you look to uplift everyone around you, maybe through the moves that you make and the way that you recognize the insights from all the experiences that you've gained, and that you're able to truly reflect and truly be able to see that even if you're not sure why something is presented to you, that when you go into that endeavor with an open mind and a wide, perceptive mindset and a healing, loving heart, that what you may think was something that could be a test that you may have failed, you just might find that when you hold love and light in your heart, that you'll pass your tests easily and effortlessly, and that you'll gain the information and the knowledge that you need in order to prepare, so that when the moment is presented to you in increments or in a wave or consecutively, that you're able to respond and not react, that you're able to use all parts of you and cultivate that into the best version of you, allowing all of your natural darma that you've already received achievement of, that you may not see in your tangible world, come flooding through with the new moon, which is offering new beginnings and new possibilities and windows of opportunity. So be very mindful where you stand. Are you for the good or are you for the bad? Are you sitting stagnant or are you participating in the game of life? Are you adding your insights and your experiences and the value that you've gained through all of your trials, your tribulations, and even your heartfelt successes? I know that whatever journey you're on, that the choice is yours, and that you always have the ability to change the road that you're on by incorporating more positivity, more creativity, and allowing the knowledge and the wisdom to settle within your energy field to give you a deeper inner knowing and a more alert intuition, that all of your senses are picking up the cues that are being left, and that you naturally move in the direction that best benefits your possibility and your potential growth, upwards and united. And in a collective, we can enhance each other by holding our individual energy as high as we can, by providing the movement within our energy field that benefits not just one but benefits everyone. I believe that we all have the ability to do this, and I believe that I'm showing through constant, committed compassion that I am consistently sending love and light and inspiration and encouragement so that everyone everywhere can find their true path and remember their inner light and allow the divinity that lives within to not foreshadow, not cover, but brighten and enhance every positive move that we make, whether it uplifts a group of people or an entire cluster of people, meaning way further than just your environment or where you live or who's immediately affected by the choices that you make for yourself. My lovely collective, no matter where you find yourself, I am always here, and I am always sending the messages that I receive, and hoping that you resonate with the clarity and the wisdom, and that your discernment will lead you to achieving better choices, to straighten out your road and drop off any negative aspects that you may be holding on to or giving life to through the seeded thoughts that you may be receiving, especially if it's not uplifting, especially if those seeded thoughts are telling you that another energy outside of you is more valuable than you, which is totally not true, because we are all just as valuable to ourselves as we are to each other. And that's the best way to start positive dharma in your life, by recognizing and realizing that although karma is a cause or an effect, if you will, of how you treat yourself or the energy around you, and if karma comes back to you, it's because you gave it out, you gave it life, and it's circling back because the universe thinks that you like to live in tumultuous times. I know I don't. I'd like to be in a peaceful, calm, tranquil space right here, not just within me and my sovereignty, but also while I live and migrate through this perfect world that we call home. And it is perfect. It's just being damaged right now by the karmic actions of other outside energies that feel that they have the ability to control everybody else's life through their diabolical choices, their tumultuous ways. But we all have the power to right that wrong and to slip into a dharma field and not so much follow the karma field that's being presented to us. So you have to go against, what you're used to, if you're used to low, dense, negative energy, and look toward the light, the sun, and the hope and the love and the faith that comes along with true inner knowing and true inner belief in self and in other consciousness around us. And realizing that we're all part of the whole, and we're not really truly individuals, we're part of a collective, and that when we bond together within this collective, then our energy is amplified. So if you're making a bond, do it with the right intentions. And if you're looking to make an allegiance, make sure that your thought pattern is clear and that it's loving, creative, giving, and knowledge-filled. Because if you're embarking on any type of low, dense, negative energy, the energies being returned to you will certainly be what you've been putting out. So if you don't want to receive what you've been giving, then change what you're giving so that when you do receive it back, it uplifts you and not holds you down or squashes you out. My lovely collective, I am encouraging you to reflect, to dig down deep, and to move in the manner that Dharma is returned to you, and allow the swing of the pendulum to lift you and catapult you and not drop you into the abyss. Because either one of those scenarios can, will, and are happening currently right now. I've seen it in other energies around me, and it makes me very disappointed that after all the learning lessons, they still not have received the clarity and the insight. But maybe this is the final straw that breaks the back of the ones that are still walking in low, dense energy, that they don't really want it to come back, and they don't really want the next 9 years of this new 9-year cycle to continue dropping karma, like rain, if you will, but will brighten up all of our existences by shining the true energetic light of Dharma and letting it flow within you, around you, and through you, so that you can receive the benefits of all of your hard work, positive and pure, on every level of every sector, every aspect of you. My lovely collective, love and light, choose well, migrate in the manner in which that you should be walking, and uplift yourself and everyone else within your energy and even outside, so that you have the ability to prosper in positivity, love, and light, and bloom into the perfected, enhanced flower that we all share root with. My lovely collective, Godspeed.